this
behind one of the Manchester wood
Mount Equinox on that side, and into
leveler of rank and class
by gunsmith John Dowd in Goshen, Connecticut. So he died in March, and they're lovely.
I'm so glad you were able to stop by. I'm Louise Simonds Orvis, the widow of poor George Orvis, who met an untimely death in 1917. But perhaps we've met before. At a rally against prohibition in Chicago, or any of the other states where our women's organization for national prohibition reform fought. I've made it clear that I feel very strongly that we should be able to celebrate with spirits when the occasion arises, like weddings, anniversaries, or any other notable event. And remember, we are a town where many travelers want to visit. And being able to sell spirits to a weary traveler, perhaps that would make them stay longer, or at least return, right? Or maybe you're familiar with my work for the women's vote. President Coolidge and Mrs. Coolidge saw fit to personally express their gratitude for my work on this matter. I mean, of course women should be allowed to vote. It's been obvious that we can and do have an understanding of management and governance of our households or community organizations. Some of us successfully manage more. I owned and managed the Equinox House and sat on the first board of the Southern Vermont Arts Center. I was even the first woman president of Manchester. In fact, along the way, I was once the largest shareholder of the Equinox Golf Course and Equonic at the same time. With all of that business acumen, why shouldn't I have the right to help make decisions about our country's governance? Did you happen to fly into Manchester and land on our airstrip? My friend Peggy Beckwith and I felt that we should have an airstrip for some of our guests. But it was my idea to paint Manchester, Vermont with an arrow pointing toward the airstrip on top of the Worthy Inn's garage. And it worked. I've worked hard to promote Manchester. As it is in much of Vermont, being a woman means working alongside men to get the tasks done. And I did that. But my work was the business of town growth and governance instead of the field work. I'm glad to have been able to carve a path for other capable women to lead in Manchester and further beyond. I hope you enjoy your visit here in Manchester. Thanks for stopping by.